Wow, how do I top that? Hi, I'm honored to stand here before you and share some insights of our experience and our journey with Children's Hospital. My name is Eva Lev. My husband is Sammy. We're the parents of Maya, Abby, and Nathan Lev. Up until February 2010, we lived our life with carefree ease, blessed with 3 wonderful, healthy children. And then one day, everything changed. Nathan got very, very sick. He was 6 years old when he got sick. We went through a local hospital that had him there for about 6 weeks. They weren't doing a good job at him, and we were transferred to Children's Hospital. Thank God for that. That was the blessing that opened up our journey. At Children's Hospital, we were assigned with Dr. Thomas Coates, as you had seen him on the video. Dr. Coates is an amazing hematologist with intense and kind blue eyes that can see through you. And Dr. Coates had assured us that he will not stop researching all the possible reasons why Nathan was sick. Nathan's condition was not easy to diagnose. People always ask me, what was the symptoms? Well, he had high fever, it looked like a flu. It wasn't anything that you would think was so different, but he was very, very sick. Blood results came and showed that he had no immune system. But when he did the biopsies, they all came back negative for cancer. Dr. Coates did not give up. He was relentless in finding the reason why Nathan was sick. After many, many tests and follow-ups, Nathan got very sick again. Dr. Coates had ordered bilateral bone marrow biopsy that's going on both sides of his hips, and a spinal tap, which is going into the spine and getting some fluids out to test them. Nathan's results came out, 99% of his blood was with blasts. Those are chemo cells. And if he would not have discovered that, Nathan probably would have died within a few days thereafter. Nathan was diagnosed with leukemia, with acute lymphoblastic leukemia, which is a blood cancer. When our child was diagnosed with cancer, it was very terrifying. It was something so absolute. It's like being thrown in the middle of darkness and not finding your way out. You don't know how to think. Your ground doesn't feel like a ground anymore. Your whole life is upside down and you just don't know which way is the right way to go. But thank God that we were with Dr. Coates, and he had, he knew what to do with us. So thankfully, he had introduced us to our beacon of light through the darkness, which is Dr. David Fryer, and that's the other gentleman that Dr. Wayne had indicated. Dr. Fryer is a brilliant, but very humble oncologist. And he is determined to save lives. That's his mission. There's times that when we go to clinic, we bring him food. We bring him a sandwich, we bring him fruit, because we know Dr. Fryer sometimes does not take a break because he's just relentless at trying to work. So Dr. Fryer and the amazing team at Children's Hospital, they worked tirelessly to try to find ways of how to cure Nathan. Nathan's treatment was very long. It was 4 years. It was really challenging. He nearly died, I want to say about 4 times in the process because the chemo is very, very strong. But through his treatment with chemo, procedures, blood transfusions, medications with dangerous side effects, we're so grateful that after all the dangers of cancer and chemo, he is alive and he's healthy today. It's been 2 years now that he's chemo-free, and that is all credited to Children's Hospital. I told Nathan that I could not fight his cancer for him, but I told him that I could definitely fight his cancer with him. I would like to thank all of you for battling cancer with us. You do make a difference. Your donations do help. Research takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of funds, it takes a lot of trials, it takes a lot of failure in order for them to come up with the right combinations for the duration of the illness to combat the cancers, as well as not kill the patient with the toxic of the chemo and the treatments or the surgeries. So you do make a difference, and you are helping all the young warriors and their families with opportunity to survive. So just know that just being here at lunch, you're saving a life, you're saving a child, you are making a difference in somebody's lives. With your generous support, Children's Hospital can continue to develop cures for more cancers, so that way one day, every parent will be able to bring their child home and every child will be healthy again. We have come across families that did not take their children home. We have come across many times that we weren't sure if we were going to take our son home either. Children's Hospital was the place for us to go. I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed to know that my son is alive, that he received the best care possible. And I thank you guys very much for everything that you have done in the past to donate towards research, because the end result is that my son, along with other people's children, are living and thriving today. Thank you. I want to introduce my son Nathan Leff to come up and speak, please.
Hello, my name is Nathan Leff, and I'm a cancer survivor. I was originally diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia when I was 6 years old. I was too young to understand it all, but I was still old enough to know that I was dealing with some pretty serious stuff. I can describe my experience with leukemia as if I was walking on a tightrope. On one side was cancer, and on the other side was chemo and treatments. Both are deadly, one with fits. Thank God that I was treated at CHLA. Dr. Coates, Dr. Fryer, and other doctors, nurses, the blood donor center, the labs, the research staff, and of course my family were my tightrope. They are the reason that I am alive today. Though my journey was long, difficult, and very painful at times, it has inspired me and my family to think of ways that we can help as well. So for the past 3 years, we've hosted annual bone marrow blood drives, and we educate and encourage people to donate towards cancer research, because both blood transfusions and treatments are two major parts of surviving cancer. It was interesting to see how different treatments and the combinations of medications are broken down into specific time frames and intensities to actually beat the cancer. That kind of research makes a difference of life or death. I want to say thank you to the dedicated doctors and scientists that have worked for many decades on finding the right combinations and finding cures. They help children like me have the best chance at beating cancer. October 23rd marked 2 years from my last chemo treatment, and now I'm living a healthy life again. My aspirations for the future is to one day work in the medical field as a clinical researcher and to follow the footsteps of the great medical staff at CHLA. My goal is to help find more cures for a cancer-free society. Thank you very much.